This is going to be a hot toddy mocktail. We start with some green tea, but you can do herbal as well, or black. And we add a tablespoon of honey, and it is perfectly all right. If your honey is starting to crystallize a little bit, like mine, so you may have to scoop that out or really squeeze in order to get that in there. The hot water will melt that down really quickly once you put it in there. And you'll also need a teaspoon of lemon juice. A half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Half a teaspoon of cloves. If you have the whole cloves like I do, you can just shake out a little bit into your hand, make a little pinch, and drop them in. Stir it all together, and you can add ground cinnamon. But what I am doing today is adding a cinnamon stick, which you can do as well. And if you don't have these spices, but you have like a chai tea bag or anything like that, you can sub that in as well. And now you have a lovely, more or less an enhanced cup of hot tea. So today you're going to make a tissue paper wreath, and this is super easy. It's all stuff that you can probably find in your house. You can do stash stuff, different craft stuff that you have laying around. I have all this old tissue paper. I'm sure you have some after the holidays. And make sure you have like adhesive and a nice cardboard structure. It does not need to be perfect, obviously. And what I'm going to do right now is take a Sharpie and draw out a little heart shape. And you can make this as big or small as you want. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And then what we're going to do is cut this out. And if you don't already have holes in your cardboard, you can always poke one in with a pen or knife or your scissors, whatever you feel the most comfortable with. Again, nobody's gonna see this part of your wreath, so don't worry about making anything a little off. In fact, the more it's a little off, the more unique it is. Now that part I said about the like poking through with the pen, you're gonna wanna hang this up, so you'll just poke through here with the pen. And that'll be where you'll thread some ribbon or string later. And then we're gonna get to making our little pom-poms. Now I've cut up some tissue paper. I have a whole stash that I've had laying around. And you just want to take like roughly 8 to 12 pieces. If you have it all cut up, you can just take a little grouping. And what you're gonna do is fold it accordion style, like so. And just flip it back and forth. And then once you're finished, you can either tie it here, you can twist it a little bit too. And you're gonna start trying to tease out the pieces. And again, this isn't a Martha Stewart craft. You don't have to make it perfect. We're just looking to kind of fluff up the edges a little bit. Just want something nice and pretty in the house this winter. And just kind of smush that down until we got this little pom-pom. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. It's gotta be nice and smushy. And then you're gonna want to take an adhesive of some kind. You can use glue, hot glue if you have that. I'm gonna use some double stick tape. And then put that in there. And if you want to like tease it out a little bit differently, once it's down, you can do that. And I'm going to use a bunch of different colors. So I'm going to take some of this right here. All right, so once we get this far, we want to make sure that we have tied our ribbon in there. So I'm going to cut an amount of ribbon. And you can use twine or whatever you have on hand. And I'm going to feed that through the hole. And you can certainly, I'm not great with bows myself, but if you want to make a bow, you can cut a little extra ribbon to do that. And then pull it tight. Now you have your way to hang it. And then you just fill in . And there we have our heart wreath.